disciples arrived, they were surprised where Jesus was talking to this woman. None of them asked him why he was doing it or what they had been discussing. I have a feeling by then they had a clue that to expect the unexpected, just like we see the unexpected here, God doing amazing things. You get to the point that you stop questioning and just praise, right? Praise the Lord.
Nothing surprises me in America. He's definitely surprised.
But this is what happens next. The woman left her water jar beside the well, and went back to the village and told everyone. See, she came with shame and loneliness and worthlessness. And she left knowing I am the great I am. When you leave knowing the great I am, it doesn't matter what all that shame and all that guilt and all that worry. What are they going to think? Are they going to believe me? Does it matter? It doesn't matter. Because now she completely has forgotten all that other stuff. And she is sharing, and she cannot be quiet. She didn't even take her jar back to her, with her. She left her jar and went back. See, she exchanged right there earthly water for the water that Jesus had for her, right?
Kind of like when she programmed herself to feel shame and all that. He unleashed that or something.
Yeah, he unleashed it. Because now the focus wasn't on me and on myself and all that was going, it was on him. It was on what he had for her and what he has for everybody else. So my thought is, too...
Who gave him that well water? Jacob? Was it Jacob?
It was Jacob's well water, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And it was...
Are you better than Jacob?
Are you better than Jacob?
I know that. That's direct and honest.
Right. And we think about what we thirst for.
Gets me in trouble.
We have a thirst. Yeah, we may apply it to what we drink. You know, there's some things that you drink, you know, I just need more water. There's some things you drink and they dehydrate you.
Yeah.
And so even if I don't feel thirsty after drinking it, my body does some crazy things if I don't have water.
That's one of my bad tendencies. I'm really bad at that.
But let's switch this. This is not about water, is it?
No.
I mean, this is not just for the woman of the well. This is for you. This is for me. When I'm thirsty, when I am thirsty for something more, something different, something interesting, something entertaining, something to maybe make me forget about the miserable circumstances that I might live in, or this world and all the problems that are happening, all the things.
Maybe a rocky road.
What do I go to drink to somehow make myself forget about that, or to feel better about that? Yes, sure.
People in their Bible. Somehow it quenches my thirst.
Yes. Yes. Because and he's offering right here, he says, you can drink all sorts of water from this well, but it's only going to be temporary. There's only one drink that's going to have any lasting value, and it's not just any, it's total lasting value. Right? It is going to Christ. Going to him. Go to his water. He's got the water that you need. But we do forget it. We may even know the story, we may even think about it, and without even realizing it, we'll go to things of this earth that do not have lasting value. But they go away, they don't last forever, and we're lucky if they even last a week, right? And then it's the next thing. We're in a society where enough is not enough. Right? Enough is not enough. Even the most wealthiest people out there don't think they have enough.
I got infinitely good year blimp flying by and saying I'm humble.
Right.
That scares me so bad.
And everyone in this room, no matter what you have, right? No matter what you have, you think, if you're like me, you think that it's not enough. And that's just an example of thirsting for something more, something different. Where is that assurance? Where is that confidence? And it is only found in Jesus. Because He is the only source that is lasting. So, think about this week as you're feeling maybe some, like you're not satisfied. Something's not satisfying to you. Where are you going to go when you sense that need for something different, for something more? My prayer is that we go to the well where Jesus is at and drink from His water, because there's nothing sweeter, nothing better. And one way you know you drink from His well water is that there's a sense of peace. Anyone here have experienced a sense of peace, overwhelming peace, that you know that cannot come from anywhere else, because you know you've tried to have that peace. You've tried to manufacture that peace. But it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like what you tried to do, because it just happened. Yes?
Every time I get into my Bible, I get my thirst for the Lord satisfied, but then I'm wanting more. I thirst more and more and more. My thirst will be satisfied in my book that I carry all the time. But I want more. And that's satisfying in itself. When I feel that need and that want and that love for more.
Right.
More of the Word.
Love for more. More of Him.
Yeah.
And that's how we're supposed to be, right? More of that relationship, knowing Him more, understanding Him more.
What do you call it when you are doing well for so long and you don't even know you are or not, but your parents and people around you in Marion County kind of help you get like that? Good, right?
Right.
When you go somewhere, no one knows you, you got so offended because whatever scenario they were building, and you showed, this is what you see in me for so many years,
Right.
that now that's part of who you are. But all about that is now you're back over here and your county says, no, that's not the way you do it. I mean, and you do feel like a child going, I want to explain myself, but what do you call it? Is that just offended? You were so offended somewhere else when that glare of doubt was shouting across the room, do what we do what we don't. But
Yeah.
I didn't notice that till
Right.
the last 4 years. It's like a cleansing. I don't know what it is, but it's scary, I ain't gonna lie.
But yeah, it's knowing who you belong to, and knowing that it doesn't matter what anybody else says.
Alright.
It It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It's all about Him. It's not about me.
I was around a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
Familiar Chinese like that.
Right. Because that gives an extra sense of peace, doesn't it? To know it's all about Him. And when I get attacked, when negative things come my way, it's still not about me. Because there is a constant battle going on. That because we're not home yet. It's not over. And one day it will be over. We will be with the Father. We will get to fellowship.
That's true.
Right?
You know that.
So as we close, we're going to go ahead and sing. Oh, yes.
There's a verse that I cling to, and I can't even tell you where it is, but he said, when it's all said and done, and it's all over, we will not be disappointed.
Amen.
We will not be disappointed.
That's awesome. And I would say that the only reason why I suspect any disappointment, it's just not going to happen, because the people that are united in spirit and truth, right? Spirit and truth. If you want to be with the Father, if you want to spend eternity with Him, you are not going to be disappointed.
Amen. Amen.
But if you hear about some other things and you're wanting to go for some other reason, you may be. But I have a feeling when God works things out, He works things out, and He knows, and He knows our hearts. He knows who wants to be there. And the reason why some aren't going to be there is because He knows they would be unhappy there.
Right.
Right?
And He understands us. I mean, He's our
Yeah.
Creator. He knows us more than we know ourselves. So we don't even know really what we want. And He does. He does. And that's
Could you say that again? Could you say that again? We don't.
We don't know. Whatever we
Yeah.
what we think we want, it's not what we really wanted.
Thank
We
you.
don't know. But He knows.
He knows what we
He
want.
knows.
That right there reminds me
That's
of
what we want.
when I would go with the older, I was the oldest son. My dad always had me right here. And whatever I was doing that whole day, if I did a good job in Latin, they would say, "Ten para la soda," here for the Coke or something, right? And when I got back here, an older man goes, "You're going with me." He didn't ask me, he just kind of stated the fact. And I went with him, and he did his little selling cigarette, re-rolling cigarettes, and he bartered sweaters and stuff. But at the end of the day, he did the same thing in Latin. He said it, but in Latin he says here for Coke, right? And it matched with what I know. I mean, my dad never asked him if I want to go or not. He would say, "Listo," and I would go, and I get ready, you mean? So that's the one thing that I instantly knew I was back home, was the very first day I got here, he put me in the truck and we left. And on the way back, he didn't say anything more than, "But in that, here for the Coke." And then that told me I did good that day. Simple as that, really. I mean simple, I'm not very smart. And I was happy.
You're awesome, Sam. Thank you. Great I am. I want to be close to your heart, so heaven is real and death is a lie. I want to hear voices, angels above, singing as one. Hallelujah, holy, holy, God Almighty, the great I am, who is worthy, none beside thee, God Almighty, great I am. I want to be near to your heart, loving the world, hating the dark. I want to see dry bones living again, singing as one. Hallelujah. we will be in your presence face to face. And we will sing your praises like we do today, but in unison with many, many others, Lord. And we look forward to that day, but like I say, as we practice and worship, Lord, and we just are in awe and thankful for you, Lord, may this water that we receive from you, Lord, may it not stop with us. But as we ask for it from you, Lord, and you fill us up, may that overflow from our pitchers, from our vessels, from us, so that we will not be ashamed of ourselves or of you or whatever any negative lie we believe. But may we share you with people around us. We love you, Lord. Amen. Amen. Happy Sabbath. Have a great day.
I gotta find that little button.